Welcome to Coder Vlog. In this video we will do multi-threading in Java. This video have three parts. First part I will explain what is multi-threading, and in second part I will show you a real life daily life example of multi-threading problem. You will see the problem, and in part third you will find a solution of that problem. I will provide you a solution, and I will provide you a source code, and I will show you the output of my program. So let's start the video. So the first part is about the introduction of the multi-threading in Java. So multi-threading, what is multi-threading? Multi-threading is a multiple task that execute concurrently in your program. In simple words, if I explain you a thread is a sub part of your process. It is a subset of your single process. So from here you can understand it is a very lightweighted thing that run your task. So the advantage of thread is that it is very lightweighted, and it increase the speed of your program and your that task you want to done from your computer, from a system. So the advantage is simply is that. And multi-threading is a multiple in which multiple thread are executing concurrently in your programs. So the thread and task is basically one thing for me. So now the introduction part is done. So in part 2 I will show you the real-time and daily life example of multi-threading. This is basically a problem, and I have uploaded this all PDF folder in the link. You can check the link in the description, and I will not explain every single detail because it is too lengthy. I will just explain our main points. So if you are interested, so you can check in the link in description. So in this problem there are many visitors who want to come to watch movie. So when they come to movie theater, so movie theater have limited seats, and the visitor are more than the seats. So when visitor come and all seat are booked it, and so remaining visitor will wait, and when the seat is available, so visitor will the waiting visitor will come, and they will join the seat in the movie theater. So all the process, and when the movie when all the visitor have watched the movie, so then the program will terminate. So basically in this problem you will learn how to create a thread. You will learn how the visitor will wait. Basically visitor is a thread, so how the thread will wait, and how you will block the thread, how you will make the thread in the waiting state, and how you will resume and re-evoke a thread to restart his working. Basically the advantage of the multi-threading is that multiple thread have dependable on each other, so they are collaborating with each other. In such situation you must have to make a thread in a waiting queue, in a waiting state. When a thread when a input of a one thread is dependent on the output of the other thread, so in that case you will block a thread for some specific time. When a specific information is achieved by another thread, so the previous thread should be released, and they will start working. So basically in there you will learn how thread are being synchronized, how to they will run in a synchronized manner. Synchronize is basically a built-in function in Java, and it is also called as a monitor. So you will learn everything in this problem, and it's not difficult, it's easy. It's easy. So now let's come to the part 3. In part 3, I will show you the source code. I will show you the solution of this problem. So basically I have created 5 classes. Class 1 is a clock, and class 2 is a main, which contain a main function method, and class 3 is speaker, and class 4 is a threader, and class 5 is a visitor. Basically there are 3 thread class. You can create a thread class by extend a class, that class with that thread class like this, and then you will add 2 main function. One is a run function, public void run, and the other is a public void start. Okay, so clock is basically a thread, speaker is basically a thread. I will not explain every purpose of the every line of code, every purpose of the code. I will just explain the basic main things of this source code. So speaker is a thread, visitor is a thread, and this is main class. Main class will have a control how the program will start and how the program will end. So let me talk about a threading. So if you see this main class, so I created a clock object here, clock class object here, and you know that clock is a thread. I have extended clock with a thread. So clock is basically a thread. I am just starting a thread here, and when I just create a class object of the clock, so and then I started here a clock object. So from this line of code a thread will start running, and this line of code will tell you that when this thread is finished, then another thread will execute. Clock dot join, it will it helps you to synchronize the multiple thread. It will help you that one thread will execute, then another thread will execute, so it will not mix together. This line of code will help you that multiple thread will not mix together. It will be in synchronized, it will be run one by one. The clock don't join. And one another is that that how can I lock the thread, and how can I make the thread in a waiting state. So you see here there is an object convey. I created here a object of data type object, and it is convey. And here you are seeing that there I use a built-in function of synchronized, and I put that object variable here. So it is finish, it will start from here and finish from here. So this will help me if I want to make the thread to wait. So I can write here convey.wait. Convey.wait will help me to make the thread in a waiting state. And if I want to restart or re-awake or resume that thread, so I will write here convey.notify. So these are very basic things. It is not for me, it is not difficult, simple thing. And if you want to interested in multi-threading, so I will create a very basic tutorial for you. This is for this I just want to share you source code and a problem. uh, this will help you if you research on it, and if you watch my website, so I will explain every detail here, so you can easily learn. If you did not know about anything about multi-threading, so you can learn there. So thanks for watching video. If you are interested in learning a multi-threading, so simply go to my website. I will write a link in the description, and watch every detail there. And if you need any help, I will help you. Thank you.